It's time to welcome the Wine Ladies with Georgia and Suzanne. An entertaining hour topped up with great ideas about wine, where to dine, anything and everything to do with the vine. Great conversation, lots of laughter, guests from all walks of life, food and wine, music, art, sports, and much more, all on the Wine Ladies.
Hi everybody, it's us, the Wine Ladies. I'm Georgia.
And I'm Suzanne, and welcome everyone to the show. We are live here on thatchannel.com, and we also want to welcome our listeners on the Jewel Radio Network on 88.5 in Toronto, 98.5 in Ottawa, and 107.7 in Hawkesbury. Welcome everyone to the Wine Ladies.
And hello to all our fans and our friends on thewineladies.com and on Facebook. We always have something special planned for you guys. Last week we asked the question, what movie won an Oscar that in 2004, the Academy Awards, that saw the sales of Pinot Noir soar and those of Merlot nosedive? The answer, of course, was Sideways. So I want to congratulate Amanda Hagood from California. You won the prize, Amanda. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Amanda. And I love that movie, Sideways. That was an awesome movie.
Have you had any Merlot since that movie, Suzanne?
I always have Merlot, not to worry about that. And also, you have won, Amanda, a great prize. You've won an authored book or signed book by Astrid Young, Being Young. And Astrid is in studio with us here today. She's a songstress, she's a sommelier, and she's a fabulous blonde. And she also happens to be the baby sister of the iconic singer Neil Young. So, Astrid, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Great to see you.
Now, before we start the show, we always like to toast our viewers and our listeners with a beautiful glass of wine. So we welcome everyone to the show. And today we've got a beautiful glass of Beringer Chardonnay, and we're going to be toasting sunny California.
To the Golden State and to a wonderful show. Wait, we have to have a sip first. Wait a second. That takes a while to get it up there with these big glasses. I just want to mention really quickly also that we are going to be doing our The Wine Ladies Spotlight a little bit later in the show, where we pick a special product that we found that we want to share with everybody. And this week we have found a wonderful, sleek and sexy wine chilling apparatus. So stay with us for more details a little later in the show.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about the Golden State, sunny California, its wines, its food, its laid-back attitude, and of course, beautiful blondes, and we do have a beautiful blonde in studio, Astrid Young. Welcome. We haven't seen you in such a long time, and it's great to see you.
I haven't seen you since it was just the radio.
That's right, and now we're doing internet television. Welcome.
Good to see you. Now, also joining us, so we've got some fabulous wines that we've lined up, but there has to be amazing food, which there obviously is. We are so excited to have here with us. Sorry. My mind went blank for a minute.
Kevin McKenna.
I'm getting signals over there. It's like Kevin McKenna from the Globe Bistro. And also now executive chef at Earth as well. Think global, eat local. I really like that. That's like one of your mantras.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here. Excited.
Wonderful to see you. Now, California, who doesn't love California? And the lifestyle, the wines, everything that goes with that, with the Golden State. Now, you lived there for a while, didn't you, Astrid?
You can't get a bad meal anywhere, well, in certain places.
You can't get a bad meal?
Well, I'm just thinking of Napa Valley, actually, but yeah.
And what about wine, though? You can't get a bad wine either. Oh, well, there's a lot of great wine there,
debatable.
though.
But, yeah, there's a lot of great wine there, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like summer camp for winos. That's what I like to think.
You know, I think maybe we could start off by just learning a little bit about California as a wine-growing region, and then we'll get into a little bit more about the food and the style of food that, Kevin, you brought along.
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
Astrid?
What would you like to...
Well, let's see. Well, first of all, it's a very large wine-producing region.
It
is
is.
Like the fourth largest in the world?
Yes, and they produce about 97% of the entire North American production of wine. Of course, a lot of this includes bulk wine as well.
Yes.
In California alone, believe it or not, Ernest and Julio Gallo are the largest organic grower in the state.
Really?
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of vineyard properties, and they don't only make jug wine. They make a lot of finer wines as well. But there is wine grown up and down the state, including, of course, it's one of the biggest agricultural producing areas in the United States as well. A lot of your fruits and vegetables come from there. As you might notice sometimes when things say product of USA, it's usually a product of California, especially Southern California, down along the Mexican border there. They have actually a rotating crop schedule, so they can produce stuff all year round. So a lot of your fruits and vegetables come from there as well. And some areas that were prior to 20 or 30 years ago, before wine was very, very popular, some of the fruit growing regions, especially in the Central Coast, are now being replanted to grapes. And actually we have the Pinot Noir that we have today from Monterey comes from one of those growing regions. It was once considered far too dry to grow any kind of grape there, but there's a guy named Gary Pizzoni that proved everybody wrong and planted quite a bit of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay and Syrah, and it's fetching higher grape prices on the bulk market than some Cabernet Sauvignons from some areas, some of the better areas in Napa Valley.
Well, we're going to taste all of these wines, but talking about all the freshness and the fresh crops and everything, we have a lot of wonderful, fair, natural, our own fresh food that we grow here in Ontario.
Yes, just not as long.
Just not for as long a season, yes. So, and that's sort of your mantra. So do you find that an easy thing to practice here in Ontario?
For myself, I do.
Yes.
Thinking, like I said, locally and working with the farmers, and even though it's wintertime, a lot of them store vegetables, carrots, beets, radishes, in the cellars, and I would still use the local produce. And some farmers, organic farmers like Cookstown Greens, up in Cookstown, Ontario, they still are able to grow some beautiful vegetables, which would be similar to California. With lots of sprouts too, and. California started the slow food movement for North America.
What does that mean exactly, slow food movement?
Good, clean, fair food. It's about bringing things back to where it all began with family and working with farmers and fresh food.
Okay.
It's not about, it's the exact opposite of fast food. And it's about family meals,
Take it slow.
convenium, and enjoying the actual dinners and time together instead of rushing.
Good old-fashioned family values.
It has a lot to do with where the food comes from, too, and knowing where the food comes from as well. And I guess the shorter distance between, the field and the table also.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I have a question. It's slow food, so it takes longer to eat it. Does it take longer to make it?
Not at all. No. If you keep it simple and just showcase the ingredients, like Astrid was saying, where they're from, and highlight the quality and the distance, preferably not driven to get it. Like I said, what's in our own backyards would be, no matter where you are, whether it's California or Toronto, it's highlighting those ingredients.
Well, I know we're going to talk a lot about California, but I just want to remind everyone out there that George and I are going to be doing a tour to Spain on June the 12th. We are going to Spain and the Rioja region, and I'd like to invite all of our viewers and listeners to join us. If you'd like to come with us, it's ecomosaic.com to book, or thewineladies.com. What are some of the things we're going to be doing, Georgia?
Well, we're going to be landing in Madrid. We're going to go see the Royal Palace with all the beautiful gardens. Although the King of Spain doesn't live there right now, they still do their ceremonial, their ceremonies rather, take place at the Royal Palace. We're going to Barcelona, Bilbao. We're going to the Marqués de Riscal winery that was designed by Frank Gehry. So we've got a lot of wonderful things planned for that trip. So be sure to go on the website and check out some of the details.
All right, so also to remind everyone that if you'd like to see the entire podcast of the show, is thatchannel.com/thewineladies. And we're going to take a short break now and to set up for our first wine, and we'll be right back. Don't go away. You're listening to The Wine Ladies.
Hey, Georgia. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome to Girls' Night Out. Did you remember the wine?
Of course. After all, we're the wine ladies.
We're in the kitchen, so what wine did you bring?
Well, for our Girls' Night Out, we brought Girls' Night Out. I brought the Chardonnay. I brought the Merlot.
Well, my guy bought me this.
The Rosé. Let the party begin.
Girls' Night Out wines, hugely popular. Best enjoyed with friends. Available at the LCBO and other fine retail locations. For more information, go to girlsnightoutwines.com.
Hi, I'm Georgia.
I'm Suzanne,
And we're the Wine Ladies.
If you love fabulous wine, food, art, and culture, why not join us on a tour of Spain?
Sip, sample, and savor your way through the beautiful wine-growing region of La Rioja, including the famous Frank Gehry designed Marqués de Riscal winery.
Explore the cities of Madrid, Barcelona, Bilbao, and more for a trip of a lifetime. To book your trip, visit ecomosaic.com or thewineladies.com.
Salud!